and component lead tinning system. The SS100 conveys product fixed on a multi-axis robotic arm through the process of fluxing, preheat, and solder dipping. Generous storage for tooling, components, and chemicals is provided in the machine base. All process stations feature quick disconnects. The robot motion and process parameters are controlled by an embedded industrial-grade computer, featuring Windows NT and drag-and-drop programming. Offline programming and data acquisition access is provided through an RS-232 port. We maintain a complete process development lab with steam aging, wetting balance testing, ionic contamination level, selective and point-to-point soldering, lead tinning, and laser marking capabilities. Our technicians will develop a robust process solution for your product that will be strictly and effectively reproduced on your SS100. This application of selective soldering is for the automotive industry. The task is to attach connectors to a finished PCB without affecting the protruding pins or SMT devices. The SS100 was fitted with appropriate flux and solder nozzles designed to protect these components. The process was created in the lab using no-clean flux with sufficient activation properties. The flux, preheat, and solder dip profiles were transferred into the machine operating program. The final machine cycle time was 35 seconds for 2 boards, or 200 boards per hour. The cycle time included operator load-unload of the panels to the locating nest. The quality of the solder joints and the production rate of the SS100 exceeded our customers' expectations. This application is to attach brush leads to the housing terminal pads for an automotive alternator. The thermal mass of the components made it difficult to achieve a true intermetallic joint using an iron. The customer's requirements were to produce 360 housings an hour, a task requiring 4 operators. RPS devised a process flow using a unique fixture for holding 2 housings per machine cycle. The operator unloads and repopulates a fixture while a second fixture is in process. With the process profiles programmed into the SS100 and the operator trained to coordinate within the cycle rate, the system produced over 400 housings per hour at a highly superior quality over hand soldering. The SS100 required only 1 operator, justifying the installation within 4 months. In this application, a PCB is soldered to a housing. As before, thermal mass and productivity are the major considerations. Each assembly has 20 solder sites. The product holder is fixed to the SS100 robotic arm since the housings easily lay into the locating nest. This minimizes tooling cost and operator effort. As installed, this system produced over 500 assemblies per hour with 1 operator with repeatable high-quality solder joints. RPS's traditional component lead tinning expertise and process knowledge is retained within the SS100. By simply changing the nozzle, a dynamic flat wave ideal for tinning of component leads is achieved. Optional nitrogen inerting of the active solder surface, automatic dross removal wiper, and solder replenishment systems complement the process. RPS offers a full library of complementary tooling that will handle components from axials to connectors to transistors and many odd form components. Transistors can generally be held using a standard magnetic tool. However, in the case where the glass to metal seal interface needs to be tinned, RPS offers a variety of protective mask tooling manufactured from titanium. With the mask tools and the precision of the SS100, Complete coverage of the lead to the glass-to-metal seal is repeatedly achieved while fully protecting the can's surface. The axial magazine tool holds up to 300 axial components or 75 radially leaded components. With mechanized assistance, a team of 3 people can process over 15,000 axial components per hour. The programmable process allows for slow immersions into the solder to activate the flux and rapid withdrawals to maximize solder coating thickness. Flat pack and quad flat pack devices can be processed up to 8 at a time from and back to location trays. The robotic arm is fitted with a multi-spindle vacuum chuck that features rapidly interchangeable tips and 2 additional motion axes for rotation of the components. Intricate moves in the solder bath scrub oxides from the leads. This motion, along with nitrogen inerting, enables tinning of very fine lead pitch devices. Any package size up to 6 inches, tip to tip, can be processed on the SS100. With a nozzle changeout, the solder pot is converted to a wave configuration. Under closed-loop program control, the wave may be adjusted for turbulence up to 3/4 of an inch deep or smooth and laminar. The laminar wave is ideal for tinning LCCs and similar packages. This process will provide pad-to-pad coplanarity within 0.03 of an inch and at a rate of 5,000 units an hour. Surface mount chips, both round or rectangular, can be pre-tinned at rates up to 25,000 units per hour. RPS will provide tooling for any component, either from our standard inventory or custom build to your requirements. Several options are available to complement the process controls of the SS100. Automatic solder level sensing and replenishment ensures a constant dip surface. The automatic dross skimmer removes contamination left from previous cycles from the solder surface. Nitrogen inerting of the solder process dip area will reduce dross, add luster to the solder finish, reduce icicles and bridging. Where plant nitrogen is not available, RPS offers a low-cost turnkey nitrogen generator, sized to the SS100 requirements. Robotic Process Systems is proud to introduce the SS100 Selective Soldering and Component Lead